couple of screens. Esquivel to Garcia. Off the deflection. Los Fresnos comes back and wins. Now Santa Maria will put up a three. Bang! Santa Maria!
There's Warner. Here comes a head of the jam. Counted for two. Field. Adios! And the Falcons win on a walk-off. And it's saved. What a game. Cortez smacked
To the left. That is gone.
for Perez. That's my play. Off the backboard, counting, and a win!
And a win. Brian Perez wins the game for the Santa Rosa Warriors, and they go nuts. And why not? And good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of RioSportsLive.com. I'm Billy Watson, Rudy Zamarita, but to my left, in a boys 4A area championship game featuring the Vernia Bears and the West Oso Bears. From Judson High School up in Northwest San Antonio, both Bears colliding after a bi-district win. The West Oso Bears coming off their bi-district victory over Brazos Sports 73-64. And on the Lavernia side, coming out of District 27 4A as the 1 seed, beating Davenport last week 79-55. Similar outcomes on both sides coming into this matchup. Both teams bringing a lot of advantages, led by the big three of Lavernia. The big three of West Oso. Shadiq Sharif, AJ Lopez, Zephaniah Rankin leading this West Oso Bears squad to this area round. Here in Judson, where Lavernia, they come in as the 1 seed compared to West Oso being the 2. Lavernia can show the height advantage here. Their leading scorer, Braden Denson, leading the way as the senior. 3 seniors lead this team for Lavernia. Dawson Miller, a solid defender defensively. The Bears will look to apply pressure early right out of the gate. As Coach Ince told me, he said they're going to pressure the ball and try to wear West Oso out. Tristan Ozunia, the 6'7" athletic guard and forward, looks to make a difference as well. Both teams warming up right now. The Bears will be in the white and the Bears will be in the black. Let me rephrase that. West Oso will be in black, Lavernia being in the home whites. Both crowds filing in, and a good crowd tonight here in Converse Judson High School. We'll be back. Present your keys to the game in order for someone to head to the region quarterfinals. So you're watching Rio Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
It down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibadas, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
Welcome back to the pregame show, folks. Lavernia and West Oso getting ready, set for this one. The winner will take on the winner of just north side of the bracket, Bernie, in that matchup. The winner of that one will play the winner of here in the region quarterfinals. Both teams getting ready to go. We'll present our keys to victory here. If you're Lavernia, you're going to use your 6'7" size in Ozunia and use that size down low to your advantage. He's the big 23 you'll see in white right there warming up. He's been dunking earlier and doing all this good stuff, so he'll look to use his size. He's a good shooter as well, just knocking it down there. Miller and Denson will look to aid the way as well. A good shooting team looking right now for Vernia on the West Oso side. A little outmatched height-wise, so you got to use your speed and athleticism to keep him off the boards. And West Oso, if they can do that, will pull off the victory. Fans, if you're tuning in on the social media side of things, subscribe to our YouTube page, like and follow our Facebook, and like and follow our Twitter and Instagram side as well, featuring players of the game, highlights, special plays that we've seen, including dunks, special moments as well in games, and more. So follow us at Rio Sports Live on our social media, preferably Facebook and YouTube. It helps grow our platform as we present our platform to advertisers who help fund this thing. We don't charge schools for anything. We don't charge to watch this broadcast as well. So this is all free and working for you, all to promote the players in this one. West Oso and Vernia continuing to warm up. About 3 minutes to go till the tip. We'll have the starting lineups and playing in the national anthem coming up. An area boys championship on the line here at Judson tonight. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Oh! See you later, touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Back here on the pregame show, both teams entering their benches. Under a minute here until we begin the boys area playoff game between West Oso and the Vernia Bears. A Bear battle here at Converse Judson High School. We'll sit it down to the floor for the starting introductions.
I see why that's built in.
Good evening. Welcome to tonight's matchup between the Vernia Bears and the West Oso Bears. At this time, we ask that you rise for the playing of the national anthem.
See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Number 1, Sadiq Sharif. Number 2, AJ Lopez. Number 3, Zephaniah Raymond. Number 10, Carlos Serrata. And number 11, Rayshawn Nichols. The West Local Bears are led by head coach Dominique Richardson. Starting for the Vernia Bears tonight. Number 2, Olin Mills. Number 20, Braden Benson. Number 22, Austin Miller. Number 23, Jordan O'Suga. And number 32, Lino. The Vernia Bears are led by head coach Don Enos.
And there you go. We're all set and ready to go here at Converse Judson High School. The Battle of the Bears and the Battle of the Area Championship in 4A. Once again, thank you for tuning in tonight to Rio Sports Live. The Vernia Bears coming out of 27-4A, the winners of the district and the 1 seed. The West Oso Bears coming off a by-district win as a sport. Jumping in the center circle will be the big man down low and someone who is going to be really good at watch, Tristan Osuna. We're underway. Osuna lets the ball tip down and the Bears control it to start. Out there to start, Sadiq Sharif, AJ Lopez, Zephaniah Rankin, Carlos Terrazas, Rashawn Nichols. Starting five for the West Oso Bears and for the Vernia Bears. Colvin Mills, Braden Denson out there as well with Dawson Miller, Tristan Osuna, and the big man Colin Bellino. West Oso Bears coming into this one 14-8, 9-3 on the season. Like I said, the second seed in the playoffs. Winner will have a date next week in the third round, the regional quarterfinals. West Oso's got to get by this tough height advantage team as Bellino puts in the first basket of the game. They immediately go to a full court pressure. Sharif brings it up. Rankin back over to Sharif, back to Rankin in the corner, looking around. Skies it over to Terrazas in a no man's land and turns it over early. Early turnover for the West Oso, and it goes back over to the Vernia Bears. Got to realize that both teams are Bears. Step back three on the way from Miller. Too strong. Offensive board by Bellino. Tipped over to Miller. He drives inside. Wild shot put up. Tipped out. Ball goes out, and they rule it here with Vernia. You can see the height advantage Vernia carries into this one. Osuna 6'7", as well as Miller standing at 6'4". Out to Bellino with the lone basket so far. Mills in the post. Working down AJ Lopez. Swings it out to Bellino and to the top to Dawson Miller. Leading scorer of the team, Braden Denson, gets a reach-in call as Sharif tried to pick him. First team foul on West Oso. They get it in from Ozunia over to Miller. A lob all the way, thrown off the leg of A.J. Lopez. Smart play to keep it alive and stay with Vernia. That's the man they got to watch for. Tristan Ozunia, an athletic guard and forward, can play both sides. They'll throw it into the post. Here's the Ozunia, puts it up. The strong finish from Ozunia. 4-0 lead, and the Bears will sag off. Throw it up ahead to Terrazas. Back over to the point to Rankin. Working the ball around. Lopez now in the post to Nichols. Working in a double team. Swings it out. Sharif poked away. Stolen. Here comes Denson. Denson puts up a layup. Blocked from behind and a foul called. Rankin will pick up the foul. Looks like from behind it was a clean play. Here come the Bears. They worked it around pretty well. But it started with the great hands from Denson. Led the steal up the court, forcing a layup and then fouled from behind. Looked close. First free throw up and in for Denson, the senior and the leading scorer for Vernia. 5-0 start, make that 6-0. And Vernia goes to this full court press once again. Coach Ince told me before the game they want to run out this West Oso team, because that's one thing that West Oso likes to do, run up the court and get these easy buckets. West Oso coming off a win last week, and that one thrown inside from Rankin and then stolen. Here come the Bears. A lot of contact there, no call made. West Oso leads it up. A.J. Lopez, nice pass up ahead. Terrazas, the right-hander, no good. In and out, rebounded down low. Here come the Bears. Dawson Miller, baseline drive by Mills. Spin move, puts it up, partially blocked and lost it. Leading it back is Rankin to Lopez. Lopez puts it up and puts it in. The first basket of the game for West Oso. Battle of the Bears, and now West Oso gets on the board. Denson over, open look for Mills, drains it. And a timeout call by West Oso with a 9-2 start from Vernia. The Bears lead the Bears. We'll keep it here. Both Bears getting it going after an A.J. Lopez bucket, but ball movement here, and it really wasn't much ball movement. They found an open Mills in the corner, made West Oso pay. Beautiful look there as they got the ball moving, and in transition, West Oso lost their assignment. Again, fans, we'd like to welcome you to the broadcast in the boys 4A playoff game, West Oso and Vernia here at Judson High School. If you're watching from any of our social media, share the link, let other fans know you're watching or they're watching, that this game is going on. Also got plenty of other broadcasts going on, including Santa Rosa Bishop, Los Fresnos, San Antonio O'Connor, ranked schools over there. So we got a bunch of broadcasts. Check out our YouTube and Facebook and Twitter for all the action. Back to action we go. West Oso trying to get it in. They do from Lopez to Terrazas. He'll lead it up. Vernia sticking in this full court man-to-man set. Terrazas likes the three ball. No good there. Tipped back by Miller and grounded in. He leads it up for Vernia. Miller poked from behind and fouled. So 2 shots coming up. They're going to call a push on West Oso. That's the 3rd team foul now on West Oso, so it puts Vernia back at the line. 3-0 the foul count right now. Free throw is no good. First attempt from Dawson Miller, the senior on this team. The 3 seniors there, Braden Denson, Dawson Miller, and Tristan Ozunia. Those big 3 for Vernia are going to have to play big today to go up against this scrappy West Oso team. Makes the next free throw. Miller gets on the board. Throwing up ahead, first time in the game, Braden Simmons is in off the sub, into the post to Josh Williams. Lopez out to Simmons. Simmons looking, trying to go into the corner to Jalen James. Ball tipped around, nearly stolen. Near the midcourt line, Rankin swings it over to A.J. Lopez. He fires an elbow 3, that one no good. Foul from behind. It'll stay here with West Oso. Jalen James was bumped down low. Lopez will try to bring it in underneath. Simmons will come out of the game for West Oso, coached by Dominique Richardson. Ball tipped by Vernia. Great hands there from Dawson Miller to disrupt that inbounds play from West Oso. West Oso gets it back in from Lopez and Rankin working it. Double team comes. Rankin cuts, finds a lane. Left-hander no good. Rebounded down low. Stripped away. Jalen James can't put it in. Ball still loose and finally corralled in by Mills. Over to Bellino. Leading it up is Miller. Lopez cuts him off beautifully. Swings it up top to the big man Bellino and up top to the leading scorer Denson. Guarded by Terrazas. Denson driving, kicks it out in the corner to Mills into the post. Bellino looking, guarded by a shorter Rankin. He puts a work on him. Fadeaway jumper there, off the glass, no good. Offensive board by Osuna and it puts it in. 10-point lead for Vernia early on here in the first quarter, halfway through. They get it into James to the free throw line, out to Terrazas in this zone from Vernia. Fakes it one way, out to the left wing, back up top to Rankin. Fakes, drives, kicks it out. Lopez still looking, drives in the lane, down the lane, missed it, no good. Fighting down low, a tie-up as it's wrestled away by Williams with the tie-up in Osuna. West Oso ball thanks to the possession arrow with 3:26 to go here in the first quarter. Lopez will inbound it in, has had an open look. Ball tipped out by Vernia, looked like, and it will stay with West Oso. Back into the game comes Rashawn Nichols, the junior for West Oso, comes in for the freshman Joshua Williams. Williams got 3 more years, so they like to use his height down the road for him. Lopez swings it up top, Rankin. They got the floater Nichols at the free throw line working this zone by Vernia. They get it into the post, Nichols. Nichols works into the corner to Lopez, nearly stolen away. Extra pass, Jalen James puts it in. James gets on the board. "12-4 lead. 2:50 to go here in the first quarter. Mills dribbling on. Colbin Mills, the senior, swings it up to Miller. Miller looking, gets it into the post to the tall Osuna. Bounce pass to the big man, Bellino for the lay-in. Vernia using this height to their advantage and working that beautiful ball movement. Rankin to Terrazas, pump fakes, extra pass, Jalen James can't finish it in. James looks like he touched it last, and he did. Vernia ball underneath. West Oso will sag off to half court. Bringing it up is Miller. Denson will fire a deep 3 off the backboard. Denson hits a long one. 13-point lead for Vernia. Rankin pump fakes, drives, kicks it out. Lopez and the Bears trying to answer. Lopez dribbling around. Rankin nearly lost it. Hesitation with the ball movement. Drop, stop, picks it out. Terrazas for 3, no good. Jalen James out rebounded by the taller Osuna. Miller brings it up, loses his dribble, gets it over to Dawson, who just hit the last 3. And it looked like he slipped out of bounds, and he did. Denson tried to drive that baseline, but he was cut off by James. Vernia will walk back. 1 man back only into the backcourt, and that's Miller picking up Lopez as West Oso brings it over. Rankin, free throw line J from Nichols, too strong, rebounded, and a foul. Foul will go against Nichols for going for the rebound. Timeout called by West Oso, and they need it. And Vernia firing early. They lead by 13. Back after this.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Back here after the West Oso timeout, and the Bears of Lavernia lead it by 13 with 1:31 to go here in the first quarter. There's Coach John Ince, his squad leading early here in this Area 4A boys playoff game. Bringing it up is Denson, has 4 tonight. Osunia as well. Working it over between him and Dawson Miller. Flushes it over to Denson in the paint. Mills, jumper there, no good. Rebounded, taken in by Nichols. West Oso would like to use a run here. They fire a pass over the head. Terrazas into the Bears bench. And the ball goes back over to Lavernia. If there's been one trend so far for West Oso, it's just been working this zone has been tough for them, and then obviously turnovers. Bringing it up is Denson, has 4. He's the shooter on paper. That's literally written down, shooter. Bringing it over to Miller, guarded by Sharif. Back over to Denson. Denson looking, a 2-3 extended zone. They float it into the free throw line. Ball tipped away, stolen by James. Gets it over to Rankin, leading it up. Rankin in the lane, left-hand floater, no good. James is there for the board, but it's ripped away by Tristan Ozunia. Hands it off to Dawson Miller. Miller slows things down with 25 seconds to go. Floats it over to Colbin Mills, back over to Miller. 15 seconds left. Layup there, no good. Leaner there, no good. Extra pass inside of Nichols, puts it in. Good way to end the quarter if you're West Oso. But it's all Lavernia so far. The Lavernia Bears lead 17-6. Second quarter coming up after this, and a word from our sponsors.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibadas, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
Back here to start the second quarter. It's been all Lavernia so far. Denson with 4, Ozunia with 4, Bellino with 4, 1 for Miller and 3 for Mills. They've been spreading the wealth. They're the Lavernia fans. Traveled well over here to San Antonio for this one. They're trying to encourage their boys to move on to the third round of the playoffs. But West Oso brought their own fans as well. They travel well, and they're trying to compete. Into the post to the 6'7" senior, and Ozunia puts it in. He's got the game-high 6, and Lavernia leads. Rankin. Lavernia's offense has been really good. West Oso trying to answer. Nichols no good. James offensive board. Nichols reached it. Foul underneath will lead to a West Oso inbounds underneath. James had gotten the offensive board, but picking up the foul will be Bellino. Getting it up to Rankin on the right wing. Rankin will dribble it around. That high 2-3 zone opens it up for Nichols at the free throw line. He's open now. Lopez will float it over to the opposite corner to Sharif. He pump fakes. Before he dribbles, he travels. Turnovers in this one for West Oso. Vernia capitalizing on top of all of those. Nearly lost away, but Denson keeps it alive, floats it over to his man Miller, has a single point. Miller drives, but through a double team, and before he did, he carried that time. Denson trying to explain what he did to the official, but he's not having one bit. 19-6 lead with 7 minutes to go here in the first half in the boys 4A Region 4 area playoff. We're going to move on to the region quarterfinals. Pass from James to Rankin over to AJ Lopez for three. Too strong. Looked like last touch by Westoso, and it'll stay here with Westoso. Last touch on Lavernia. Ball will be inbounded underneath. Lopez looking. Shifts over. Rankin on the wing. Gets it inside Nichols. Head fakes. Jumper in the lane. Rattles around. Got it in. Nichols gets it a fall. Cuts the lead down a little bit. Westoso trying to chip away. But Lavernia using this height to their advantage. Ball through the hands of Osuna and sails out of bounds. Westoso needs to capitalize here, but here comes Lavernia with their full court pressure. Lopez looking, hands it off into the point. Shadiq Sharif. Sharif gets around Miller. Poke from behind, ball will stay here with Westoso. Good hands from behind from Dawson Miller, poking it away. Carlos de Rosas will come back into the game for Westoso. Westoso trying to spark a run after that turnover as it sailed through the hands of Osuna. A kick ball, and that's what Dawson's been showing so far. He'll pressure the ball on that double team when they come in high on the extended 2-3 zone. And then he'll even lift his leg up. He's been showing that a little bit early. Lavernia faithful giving Bellino a hand after he puts in 4 points. Early one here in the first half. Rankin pumps, gets it over to Tadasov. He fakes, pull from behind, through the lane. Lopez dribbles, back to Tadasov. Into the lane, James jump stops, kicks it out, but a foul before the pass. That won't count. That's the third team foul now on Lavernia. Another sub coming in. First time for Lavernia. They'll see Cash Gasas, the freshman, into the game for Lavernia. He'll guard the inbounder Lopez. Up top to Tadasov, splits a double team. Fits it out to Lopez, who just inbounds it, gets through that double team as well as Denson chases him. He swings it over to Rankin. Directing traffic with under 6 minutes to go. Stolen again. Here comes Braden Denson on a 2-on-2. Euro steps in the lane, short on the layup. Ball tipped, and Westoso gets it. And again, the Bears coming up empty-handed offensively. They get it into Terrazas. Denson slipped, and he's hobbling as Rankin leads it up. Rankin dribbling around. AJ Lopez. Denson plays through the contact inside of Nichols. Loses the ball through the back of his legs and is stolen. William Salmon tried dribbling it up, and he did. Gets it to the freshman Gasas. Up to the point to Miller. That'll give Denson a while to see what happened to him. He fell in the backcourt when Westoso was inbounding him. Terrazas guarding Gasas. Denson's trying to come around. Gasas picks up his dribble. Looking, gets to the post. Tipped away, stolen by James. Gets it over to Rankin. Rankin, AJ Lopez for three. No good. Offensive board by Terrazas. Long shot, long rebound for Westoso. Under 5 minutes to go. Nice pass, blocked from behind. What a block there from Osuna to recover. Looked like Westoso had an easy layup, but Osuna fires out of nowhere. They get it into Salmon. Tried an entry pass underneath to Osuna. James with it, nearly stolen from behind. Here comes Rankin. High pass again, out of bounds. I've seen multiple times Westoso just overthrow their man. The plays are there. If they lower that ball just a little bit, Westoso can make this one just a little bit tighter. 4:26 to go here in the first half. Denson looks like he's all right as he limps into the front court, gets it over to Miller. Miller being chased by Rankin. Miller almost fell, gets it over to Gasas. He looks, gets it back out top to Miller. Coach Ann's calling a play out for the Lavernia Bears. Looking, Rankin, dribbling on him. Gets by, floater, no good. Salmon gets the board, sticks it back, no good again. Tipped out of bounds by Williams, and it stays with Lavernia. Salmon had a chance there to put it in. The big guy coming off the bench, and the senior can't put it back. Josh Williams comes out, bringing back in Jalen James, who's been really good on the boards for West Oso. Spin it up top to Miller. Miller looking around at Asas, gets a count started. Lopez guarding the leading scorer on this team and Denson. Miller drives, gets a lane freed up, no good. Put back, no good, but an offensive goaltend called. That call will not count. Look at that. Ozunia came flying in. He hung on the rim, and that's offensive interference. And, man, that would have been huge. It certainly is one of those plays where, hey, it's an offensive player. He can do what he wants. Here comes Sharif trying to lead West Oso and Trimless lead down a bit. Rankin dribbling around with the Casas on him. Lopez drives. Fakes a step outside. Foul called, and a blocking foul will be called in the paint against Salmon. Let's check that out. Both fans getting into it now. Here's the drive. Looked like Salmon might have been set. But Lopez will shoot 2 for West Oso. The junior sticks it in. His first points of the night makes it a 10-point lead. Back comes in the starter, Colin Bellino. In for the freshman, Casas. Second free throw coming up for Lopez. Goes 1 of 2 on the trip. Makes it a 10-point lead as everything has calmed down a little bit. This has been the closest it's been. West Oso trying to rally back after going down early, trying to size up this Lavernia team. Salmon shot no good. Ozunia put back, blocked, but a foul. Ozunia is becoming a nightmare, and you're seeing why. There he is. His height and his verticality. Nichols will pick up the foul. And the senior will shoot 2. First one rattled around, no good. Back into the game comes Josh Williams. In for Nichols, who picks up his second foul. 5 team fouls on West Oso, 4 on Lavernia. Rankin will get ready to check back in. Both free throws no good, rebounded by Lopez. After going 1 of 2 from the free throw line, swung over to Terrazas. Terrazas swings it up. Sharif in the lane, crafty ball handling, rattles around the rim, miss. Ball still loose. Salmon comes up with it. Racing down comes Miller. Miller has one man to beat. Blocked, but got it to fall. Miller able to convert. Back up to a 12-point lead. Terrazas, here comes that double team. They split it up to Sharif. Over to A.J. Lopez. He hasn't hit one yet. This time, no good again. Salmon gets the rebound. Miller, who just hit the layup last time, dribbling it up. Finds Denson. Denson drives. Euro steps in the lane. Layup there, no good. Ball in the hands of 2 West Oso Bears, and they get the rebound. A.J. Lopez brings it up. Terrazas lost the ball, and a tie-up will be called. Possession arrow favors Lavernia. They switch it. Last time it was West Oso ball. They switch it now. It'll go over to Lavernia. Into the game comes Rankin. He has yet to get on the scoreboard tonight. 2:02 left here in the second quarter. Lavernia in control. Both teams had similar outcomes in their bi-district games. Lavernia winning theirs over Davenport and West Oso over Brazosport up in Victoria last time out. Trip to the third round on the line here, Converse. Fake the shot there from Denson over to Miller. Miller looking, passes it to the team's leading scorer, Denson. Denson over back to Miller, playing catch. They swing it back over to Denson. Rankin on him. Denson pulls up a deep 2. Got it. Smooth stroke there from Denson. Lead continues to grow for Lavernia. Denson with 6 on the night. Rifle the pass over from Rankin to Lopez inside. Jalen James, a foul before the shot. This officiating crew out of the San Antonio chapter call it on the floor before the shot. bringing in Brandon Simmons and AJ Lopez back into the game. Both sides evened up at 5 on the team fouls. Into the game, first time comes Thomas Miller in for Lavernia for Bellino. 1:20 to go as they get it up top. Simmons to the corner. Lopez, the runner, off the side of the backboard. The Williams freshman fouled from behind. He'll shoot 2. Nice board from Williams, and Williams will go to the line for 2. First foul on the 6'7" frame of Ozunia. 16 fouls on Lavernia, 5 on West Oso. Denson trying to get an explanation from the official on a call. Williams' first free throw, no good. Free throws on both sides have been iffy. Second free throw for Williams. Trying to get on the scorecard as well. Second one. That one rattled around and fell. West Oso gets into double digits, and the West Oso Bears will apply some pressure. Lopez picks up Denson full court. He's got 6 tonight. Miller, entry pass to Salmon, fakes the handoff. Guarded by James. Here's Ozunia in the post working against Williams. Head fakes, pass underneath. Salmon puts it in off the nice pass from Ozunia. 15-point lead for Lavernia with 45 to go. Over to Lopez. Rankin gets that one to him. Here comes that double team. Lopez looking through, sticks it, fires it over to Simmons. Simmons one dribbles and done. Rankin spins around off a steal attempt. Over to Lopez looking for his first 3 of the night. That one no good. A foul underneath. And Simmons will go to the line for West Oso. And 2 quick ones on Ozunia. That'll be a second foul on the loose ball play. Gives a chance for Nichols to come back into the game, but 2 fouls now on the senior Ozunia. This one coming down to the end of the half, and he'll come out. It'll bring in Isaac Pendergraft, also a senior for Lavernia, just to keep Ozunia out of foul trouble. Free throw on the 1-and-1, no good. Rebounded by Salmon, 26 to go here in the first half. Denson will walk it up. Denson and Ozunia, the leading scorers with 6 tonight in the game. Denson dribbling around, being harassed by Lopez. 14 seconds, hands it off to Miller. Miller looking around, nearly carried there. Coach Richardson looking for it. Miller drives, layup there, no good. Salmon, last touch there from Lavernia. Ball goes over to West Oso. If you're West Oso, you got enough time to get it up court with a sprint. They get it up to Rankin, 3 seconds. Rankin fires from half court. This will count, but it's short. Halftime, and the Lavernia Bears in control, led by their seniors Tristan Ozunia, Dawson Miller, and Braden Denson. 6-3 and 6 apiece. Mills with 3, Salmon with 2, and Bolino with 4. The height advantage for Lavernia working early. And they have a 15-point lead headed into halftime locker room. We'll come back for the halftime show, the first half analysis, and the first half highlights.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
And he throws it down.
Back here at the halftime show, Vernia leads in this one in the boys 4A area championship over West Oso. The Battle of the Bears led by Vernia, 15-point lead, racking it up. 6 points apiece for Tristan Ozunia and Braden Denson, both seniors on this team. A senior-heavy lead squad for Vernia. 2 for Salmon, also a senior. Colvin Mills, a senior with 3. Bellino with 4. And it's been all seniors who have been scoring. West Oso trying to pace themselves in this one after a sluggish first quarter. They got something rolling, but this full court pressure and height advantage for Vernia has been big. So West Oso trying to get into it. Shadiq Sharif not on the board. AJ Lopez with 1 has yet to find his stroke from deep. Carlos Terraza is looking for a shot as well, but it's been offensive boards, and thanks to Jalen James and Rashawn Nichols that has kept them in the game. Rashawn Nichols as the team leading scorer with 4, but that's 6 apiece from Ozunia and Denson, who's the team's leading scorer, and the team's big man. They're leading the way for Vernia. We'll show you the first half highlights and how we got to this low-scoring affair here in the boys 4A area playoff. That's the man they got to watch for, Tristan Ozunia, an athletic guard and forward, can play both sides. They'll throw it into the post. Here's the Ozunia, puts it up, the strong finish from Ozunia. Lead, and the Bears will sag off. Throw it up ahead to Terrazas. Back over to the point to Rankin. Working the ball around. Lopez now in the post to Nichols. Working in a double team. Swings it out. Sharif poked away. Stolen. Here comes Denson. Denson puts up a layup. Blocked from behind. Dawson Miller. Baseline drive by Mills. Spin move. Puts it up. Partially blocked and lost it. Leading it back is Rankin to Lopez. Lopez puts it up and puts it in. The Bears, and now West Oso gets on the board. Denson over, open look for Mills, drains it. Looking, guarded by a shorter Rankin. He puts a work on him. Fadeaway jumper there, off the glass, no good. Offensive board by Ozunia, and it puts it in. At the free throw line, working this zone by Vernia. They get it into the post, Nichols. Nichols works into the corner to Lopez, nearly stolen away. Extra pass, Jalen James puts it in. Bringing it up is Miller. Denson will fire a deep 3 off the backboard. Denson hits a long one. Leaner there, no good. Extra pass inside, and Nichols puts it in. Good way to end the quarter if you're West Oso. But it's all Vernia. Rankin, AJ Lopez for 3. No good. Offensive board by Terrazas. Long shot, long rebound for West Oso. Under 5 minutes to go. Nice pass, blocked from behind. What a block there from Ozunia to Miller drives, gets a lane freed up, no good. Put back, no good, but an offensive goaltend called. Rankin dribbling around with the Casas on him. Lopez drives, fakes a step outside. Foul called, and a blocking foul will be called in the paint against Salmon. Rally back after going down early, trying to size up this Vernia team. Salmon shot no good. Ozunia put back, blocked, what a foul. Ball handling, rattles around the rim, miss. Ball still loose. Salmon comes up with it. Racing down comes Miller. Miller has one man to beat. Blocked, but got it to fall. Miller able to convert. Fake the shot there from Denson over to Miller. Miller looking, passes it to the team's leading scorer, Denson. Denson over back to Miller, playing catch. They swing it back over to Denson. Rankin on him. Denson pulls up a deep two. Got it. Smooth stroke there from Denson. The handoff. Guarded by James. Here's Ozuna in the post working against Williams. Head fakes. Pass underneath. Salmon puts it in off the nice pass from Ozuna. And those are your first half highlights. Lavernia looking fundamentally sound in this one. And the West Oso Bears, both Bears playing tonight. West Oso looking a little sluggish tonight in that second quarter especially. They got things going a little bit, played a little bit better defensively, but they just got, I think if you're the West Oso Bears right now coming out, you got to calm down. You know what you're up against now. That's what they really took that first quarter to figure out in this 6-7 Ozuna. And even William Salmon coming off the bench providing some spark offensive board-wise. And then Colin Bellino, who's been disruptive too offensively for Lavernia. So if you're West Oso, calm down, relax. You know what you're up against now. Take what Coach Richardson is talking to you right now, and you can come back into this game. The opportunities have been there. The shots have been there, specifically for A.J. Lopez, who only has 1 point in the game. Sharif, who's been distributing the ball a lot. He has yet to score. Zephaniah Rankin neither. Josh Williams, the freshman, with 1. Jalen James and Nichols have been spectacular down low and trying to contain Ozuna, and then beginning the offensive boards. But those stickbacks, they've been a little hard to go by. A block already by Ozuna in that first half, and you'll catch that in the highlights in the aftermath of the game. Lavernia yet to make an appearance as we have 2 minutes left in the halftime break. But West Oso talking it over. Again, calm down and play your game. That's how they played, and they played well against Brazosport last week in their by-district win. Lavernia, they came off a similar win last week over Davenport, 79-55, and they're the winners of their district. So Lavernia, you got to continue to play your game, play fundamental basketball, get it to your post players, work them, and Ozuna, Denson, and Bellino, even Miller contributing in this one. So Lavernia getting ready to come on the court. We'll have the second half after this. You're watching Real Sports Live.
See you later, touchdown.
Come visit our new store in downtown Harlingen. We have furniture, appliances, clothes, collectibles, and more. All funds collected support the Sunny Glen Children's Home. Come see us at Vintage on Jackson at First and Jackson in Harlingen.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage.
Back here as we start the third quarter. Lavernia in control in this one, and will play defense to start the third quarter. West Oso trying to get back into it, down 15. And here we go, back at it. Rankin and Sharif out there with Nichols and Terrazas and A.J. Lopez. And on the other side, ball tipped out of bounds, and it stays. Stays with Lavernia as they came down off the missed trip from West Oso. Back into the game calls Jalen James early for Shadiq Sharif. An early miss and no points, and that's what you want if you're West Oso right now. You need points, and you need them in a hurry. Salmon goes to work. Fadeaway jumper there, no good. A foul underneath as Lopez corrals the miss and is fouled. First team foul of the half on Salmon. That'll be his second. Nobody hurt so far. 2 team fouls, or 2 personal now on Salmon, and 2 as well on the 6-7 Ozuna. Pass to Lopez, entry pass to Rankin, stolen away. Here comes Miller on a 3-on-3. Miller keeps it himself, puts it up. Ball tipped around, and it goes out of bounds. Stays with Lavernia. Vernia will set up their inbounds play, looking. Around comes Ozuna. They get it into the corner. Now they post it up to Ozuna. High, long arms, offensive board for the moment. Tipped around, ball still loose and into the hands of Miller. Miller corrals a miss. Jumper there, off the backboard and in by Bellino. 17-point lead for Vernia. 6 for Bellino tonight. 3 players with 6 points for Vernia. Rankin out to Terrazas. 3 on the way, too strong. Westoso has been ice cold from deep. Miller races back. Great strip stolen away by Rankin. Rank passes it over to AJ Lopez. 0 steps, goes around his man and puts it in. Crafty move from Lopez, and he gets Westoso on the board in the half. Denson dribbling around, being chased by Lopez. Gets it over to Miller, who has 3. Miller, good defense there from Rankin, gets it over to Ozuna, into the post. Salmon getting around Jalen James, and Salmon uses the body and puts it in. No answer defensively from Westoso with this height advantage squad of Vernia. High shot there, error mailed, rebounded by Ozuna. Here comes Denson, puts it up, and a tie-up called. Great hands there. Ball stays with Vernia, however, on that tie-up. Great hands there from Rankin. That's twice we've seen some good hands from him already in this half. Denson will get it into Miller. They'll swing it up to Ozuna, working it around the perimeter all the way over to the left side to Denson. Trying to post up Bellino. He'll go to work. Another tie-up down low. Ball goes the other way. Rankin has been spectacular down low in defending. Putting his hand there, and look at that. Got his hands and went out of bounds. Great defensive showing from him. They'll try that again as they set the clock up to 45. Westoso brings it up with Rankin, the junior, bringing it up. No points tonight for Rankin. He'll get a screen, flips it over to Terrazas, back up top to Rankin. Rankin looking, Vernia sticking in this 2-3 zone. Terrazas kicks it out. Rankin straight away 3. They needed it, and he hits. Much needed 3 for Westoso. Trims the lead down to 14. Up top is Denson being guarded by Lopez with 5:16 to go. Denson, high pass to Ozuna, puts it off the glass and in. No answer for Ozuna in this one. Puts it back up to 16. Quick passing, Rankin to Lopez. Lopez fakes it, puts it back up to Rankin with 5 to go here in the third. Westoso working it around the perimeter. Here's another try from 3. Lopez hits another one. Check it out, it's the first 3 for Lopez. Now he's got 6, and Westoso has found a little bit of rhythm on the shots they've been taking. 13-point lead. Salmon drives in the lane, ends up in the hands somehow of Ozuna. Got the lucky touch, and sometimes the ball just falls your way. He has a quick laugh on the other end. They'll roll it up, although the clock keeps running. Rankin over to Lopez. He's hit a 3 last. Rankin also hit one. Terrazas meets the pass, swings it up. Denson. Ball stays with Westoso after the ball goes into the backcourt. Coach Ince looking for that ball to go their way, but it'll stay with Westoso. They'll take the ball and roll it in to play to restart it. Rankin over to Lopez. That's been his shot this half. Lopez short that time. Salmon gets the miss. James tips it out. They're telling Richardson to stay back a little bit as he argues the call. They get it in with 4 minutes to go. Denson has trouble, has been talking to the official a little bit tonight. Looking for a call. He limps up. He's been wincing all game long. Denson looking around, Miller dribbling around, fakes the dribble, handoff in traffic, Rankin on him. Good defense there from Rankin as he lets out a yell. Denson dribbling around, guarded by Lopez and James. Spin move in the lane, shot, put it up, wow! Denson finishes. Stolen right back by Ozuna. Here come the Vernia Bears. Miller drives, pulls up, floater no good, got his own miss, stick back in the air. And a timeout called by Westoso. Check out that replay. Be a 30-second timeout as Miller got his own rebound on this break, pulled it up, nobody boxed him out. And if you're Westoso, you got to box out your man that time. Timeout called. Vernia up 37-18. Back after this.
Collection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San Benito.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
Back after the timeout with 3:16 to go. It's been all Vernia, and there's been no answers for this height so far here to start the third. 3:16, and they'll roll it in to start. That's what Westoso's been doing, trying to conserve time. Rankin playing good defensively, brings it up into the post. Poked away and rolled into the hands of Denson. He tries, goes up, pokes, stripped, and fouled. Foul will go against Rankin, it looks like. They're going to call the foul against Nichols. This first team foul on Westoso this half. 3 now on Nichols. And if you're Nichols, that's big, because 2 more and you're out of the game. Terrazas will come into the game for Nichols to preserve his playing time and hopefully keep him in the game down the stretch. Only allowed to be played with 2 fouls left. Second free throw is good from Denson. He's up to 9 tonight. Vernia has been 50-50 with free throws. That time 1 of 2 from the line for Denson. Inside out, Rankin into the post along the baseline. Williams looking, gets it out, stolen by Denson. Here he comes, flips it up ahead to Ozuna in the lane, and is fouled on his way to the rim. And back to the line goes Vernia. A.J. Lopez will get the foul, and Ozuna will shoot 2. 2:48 to go. Lopez picks up his first foul of the night, second team foul now on Westoso. Ozuna, who's been a problem all night, makes the free throw. He's up to 11 in the game. Ozuna makes both, and Vernia hits 40. Get it up to Rankin, 12 tonight, and the game high for Tristan Ozuna. Rankin, pass down low. Williams goes up and is stuffed. Up ahead of Braden. Puts up the layup. Williams hit him, and a foul. Chance for 1 more for Braden Denson. Got hit hard. Chance for 1 more. He and his senior pal lit up a huge screen there. Set free throw is no good from Denson. Here comes Westoso. Rankin leads it up. Rankin looking, crosses over, tries to go baseline, but denied. Swings it back out to Terrazas, who attacks, loses the ball, stolen again. This time Bellino comes up with it, but floats it too high for Dawson Miller. As it goes out of bounds, it'll be Westoso ball. Brandon Simmons will inbound it. Gets it up top to the point to A.J. Lopez. Back over to Simmons. Simmons looking. Gets over to the baseline, puts it up off the backboard, no good. Salmon corrals it in. Here comes Miller. Has Lopez to beat and a foul called. They're going to call a travel instead of a foul. So it'll be West Oso ball. First time. Or check that. Colbin Mills will come back into the game for Lavernia. Has 3 points tonight. 2:05 to go here in the third quarter. West Oso trying to find answers. And quick as they trail 42-18. Kick out, AJ Lopez, pump fakes. This time he drives in the lane. Contact made, no good on the shot. Racing up is Miller. Puts it a pass to Mills. Mills looking, puts up a tough shot and puts it a fall. Tough fadeaway jumper in transition from Mills. Made it look easy. Here's Sharif. Pull up in the lane. Sharif answers. First basket of the game for him. Scoreboard looks a little lopsided, but it's a 24-point lead. If you're West Oso, you're still in it if you continue to make baskets. But here's a drive from Denson. Puts it up, stolen. Here comes Sharif leading the break along with Simmons. Sharif through the legs. Lost it for a moment. Lopez goes up and is fouled hard. Lopez will go to the line for two. AJ Lopez in the game has 6, has found his rhythm, hit a 3 earlier here in the third. Free throws will be critical for them. He makes the first. West Oso will take any easy basket they can get right now, especially just because it's just been a tough night down low. 7 for Lopez, second free throw coming, and makes them both. 8 on the night for AJ Lopez. Approaching a minute to go here in the third as Braden Denson brings it up. Denson creating some space as he's guarded by Sharif, gets it over to Miller, into the post at the free throw line to Osunia. Out to Denson. He tries a puller. Double clutches it, miss. Poke from behind. Osunia puts in the tap. Back up to a 24-point lead. Sharif over to AJ Lopez. Floats a high arcing pass over to Rankin. Cross court to Sharif. Double team comes. Steps through a pass to Rankin. Poked away. Osunia will pick up his third foul as he collides with Rankin. Yep, third foul of the game on him, on Osunia, with 33 seconds to go. Sharif over to Lopez. West Oso trying to end this quarter on a positive note. Here comes Rankin, poke from behind in the hands of Jalen James, who missed an open look. Miller brings it up as Sharif picks him up. 15 seconds, 13, 12, 11. Denson guarded by Rankin, poked. Rankin goes for the steal and is fouled as he tries to go for the ball with 6 seconds left. Denson will pick up the foul and it makes it 4 on Lavernia, so nobody hurt right now. No free throws and it'll be West Oso ball at the volleyball line on the scoreboard side. 5 seconds to go. Lopez to Sharif, looking to get a shot off. 2 seconds, Sharif, tough look there, no good. Lavernia fans, let them hear it. The Bears of Lavernia lead it by 24, 46-22. Into the fourth quarter we go. The leading scorer, Tristan Osunia, making his name known tonight with 14. And the Bears lead. Fourth quarter coming up after this on Rio Sports Live.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Castillo. I invite you to visit San Benito and see for yourself the many things this community has to offer. Our offices of economic development offer a variety of business resources to developers, investors, and business owners from small to large scale. Contact us and let us work together on your next business opportunity.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sherryland ISD.
Back here after the end of the third, and West Oso gets the ball. Sharif for an early pickup jumper, no good. Rattled around, no good, and shots continuing not to fall for West Oso as Vernia brings it back up. Mills in the game to start the third. Gets it up top to Salmon, the senior. Tipped away, stolen. Here comes Sharif playing some good defense. Underhands a pass. Lopez double clutches it, finishes. AJ Lopez trying to spark a run, has 10 tonight. As the Bears race back, 22-point lead. Pass, Denson, three-pointer on the way. Off the backboard and in. Just been that type of night for Vernia. 14 for Denson. Rankin and the Bears trying to respond. Sharif for three, that one's short. Sharif comes up with the steal. Reverse layup, oh, what a finish. Count the basket, chance for one more. Sharif with the crafty finish, and here's the possession before. Sharif missed the shot, came up with the steal, and then a crafty reverse finish as Salmon will pick up the foul. Chance for one more at the line for Shadiq Sharif. Third foul of the night on Salmon, so 3 on him and Ozunia. Free throw is short, rebounded by Salmon, and a loose ball foul will be called on Simmons. That'll be the 4th team foul on West Oso. About a minute gone here in the fourth. Ball is loose and a travel is called. Denson reacting to that one. Lopez will inbound it underneath. Here's a chance right here to get something going. They'll get an inbounds play. Lopez drives, underhands it to Nichols. Nichols off the backboard and in. Nichols with 6 tonight. Ball goes out of bounds off the Vernia Bears, and Coach Richardson cheering on his squad. And Coach Johnny Hintz calls a timeout for Vernia. 21-point lead. And a 30-second timeout called. Vernia trying to hold on and advance to the third down, while West Oso not going down easy. Take a quick break here. Here for a word from our sponsors. You're watching Real Sports Live.
And he throws it down. Hey! See you later, touchdown.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibadas, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
Back here on the timeout. Ball inside, fadeaway jumper there, no good. Salmon comes up with the rebound. Ball hits the floor, and it'll stay with Vernia as West Oso tightening things up, trying to stick around. Miller will inbound it, still looking. West Oso doing a good job applying pressure, finally gets it up to Mills. Colvin Mills stops his dribble, backs out. Lopez picks him up. Mills dribbling around with 6:27 to go. Rankin poked it and stolen from behind. Here come the big three for West Oso. Rankin takes contact. Rankin, no good. Mills comes up with the miss. Rankin steals it from behind. Rankin drives, kicks it out to Sharif. Sharif puts it up, no good again as he tried to spin it off the backboard. 2 missed opportunities, and now a 3-on-1 for Vernia. Spin move, and that'll be a travel. West Oso will walk it up as usual. 6 minutes to go. West Oso trying to mount and come back, down 21. Into the corner, the Simmons will try an entry past Nichols. Fakes it and stolen Great hands there from William Salmon. Miller leads it up, steps through the defense, underhands a layup. Ozunia with the putback. 16 points tonight, and Vernia leads 51-28 with 5:37 to go. Sharif spins into the corner to A.J. Lopez, drive inside. Lopez hit and got it. Lopez finishes through contact with a chance for a three-point play again. That was off the answer there. 12 tonight for Lopez. Here's the tough finish. They spin it out to him in the corner. Under control, takes the hit and puts it in. Chance for one more for Lopez. He's got 12 tonight. Lopez trying to keep Westoso in. It makes it 13 for him. 20-point lead for Vernia. At one point, it was 12-2 as Vernia got off to a hot start, forcing an early timeout from Westoso within the first 3 minutes of the game. Double team comes as Cash Gasa spins it out. Into the corner to Bellino, a cutting Miller. Ball goes to the floor. Wrestled away, a tie-up called. Lopez picks up Miller, a tie-up. Ball favors Vernia. Gasas will inbound it underneath for Vernia, looking as Miller comes around. Floats it inside, Ozunia. No one can stop him tonight. 18 for Tristan Ozunia. And back up to a 22-point lead. High floater there. Nichols tips it up. Rebounded by Denson, but he traveled. Denson been called for a couple travels. And Tristan Ozunia has just been the difference maker tonight with 18 and a lot of offensive rebounds. Has been the problem tonight for Westoso. Off the backboard, Nichols puts it in. Right off the inbounds play, caught Vernia off guard. That lead back down to 20. Miller dribbling around, ball touched by Lopez. Gasas and actually Ozunia will inbound it. Lopez guarding Miller, gets it over to him in the backcourt. Lopez picks him up, 4:45 to go in this one. Winner moves on to the third round. Over to Gasas on the wing. Sharif tipped away into the backcourt. Denson brings it up, who's got 14. Denson drives, layup, fouled. Denson will go to the free throw line once again. Foul will be called against Rankin, his second. 16 fouls on Vernia, the fifth now on Westoso. Free throw for Denson, rattles around, miss. If there's one thing Vernia will take heading into next week, it's got to be their free throws. Shooting about 50 to 60% tonight as Denson rattles in the second. On the night, Denson 15. Ozunia leads the way with 18. Sharif in the lane, underhanded layup, around no good. Ozunia corrals the rebound, and here comes Denson. Has Miller. Miller off the pass. Miller, no good on the layup. Rankin gets it over from Nichols to Rankin. Rankin, Euro step, extra pass to Jalen James. Spins it out to Sharif. He drives, puts up a floater. High contest off there, and Bellino reels it in. Jalen James comes up with the steal, and it'll be a foul against Bellino. Jalen James has been a good spark for Westoso off the bench, and he'll go to the free throw line as that puts Vernia in the penalty. Coming into the game is Thomas Miller in for Bellino, who picks up his third. A few players with 3 fouls tonight as we hit 4 minutes left in this one. Jalen James misses the 1-and-1. Thomas takes in the rebound. Gasas, full court pressure, gets it off to Denson. Braden Denson into the front court. Terrazas picks him up. Denson over to Casas. They go to the post to Ozuna. Ozuna is fouled before the shot. Foul will look to be on Nichols, and they call it on Jalen James. That will be his first foul of the game. 16th foul on Westoso, so the next foul will put Lavernia at the line the rest of the way. Dawson Miller comes out of the game. They get it into the corner, tipped by Westoso, and it stays with Lavernia. Sharif providing the pressure there. Inbound it near the quarter. Denson looking, flies it up top. Over back to Denson from Ozuna. He drives. Fouled hard as he goes into the lane. 1-1 coming up for Braden Denson. 15 tonight. The team's leading scorer for Lavernia has been up there. Ozuna has the game high 18. First free throw falls for Denson. He's up to 16. Simmons will come back into the game for Nichols, as that's the fourth personal foul on Nichols. He'll come out of the game with 3 minutes left. Ball rattled around and in. 55-33. 17 for Denson tonight. Into the game calls Hayden Thompson in for Casas. Westoso will roll it up to Sharif. Picks it up near the volleyball line in the backcourt. Floated over to A.J. Lopez. Double team comes. Fires a football pass over to Terrazas. Ozuna meets him. Jalen James gets it back. Nearly falls but gets it to Sharif. He'll fire a straightaway three. That one off the mark. Rebounded by Denson. Sharif, great hands there. Coming up with the steal as he's tied up with Thomas. Good exchange there. Sharif providing the spark, and the ball is Westoso's. They tell real quick, Hayden Thompson is tucking his shirt. Lopez will get it in. Lopez back from James. Lopez blocked away by Ozuna. Just been that type of night. The height advantage, like I said, been big. Ozuna will come out. He'll come out of the game and gets a handshake for Coach Ince. Into the game comes Dylan DeLeon. Lopez will dial a three, no good. DeLeon tips it over to Thomas and over to Isaac Pendergraft. Denson gets a screen. Denson attacks. Floater in the lane, no good. Got his own board. Put back, no good. Foul from behind. Over the back call, and Terrazas will go to the free throw line for a 1-1. Everyone on the floor except Braden Denson is off the bench. Denson, the lone starter right now on the floor for Lavernia. One and one coming up for Terrazas. Free throw for him is good. That's Terrazas' first basket of the game, first point of the game too. On this Westoso team, no seniors, so everyone is coming back for Westoso. So you got to feel good coming at the end of this season if you're Westoso. Denson will come out of the game. He'll finish tonight with 17. He and Ozuna on the bench, and the rest of the team right now is all bench players. Stolen away by A.J. Lopez. Head fake, spits it up the backboard with the left hand. A.J. Lopez with 15 now, applying full court pressure as Thompson brings it up. DeLeon dribbles, finds a pass, somehow flipped it up. Offensive board, put back in by Samuel Camacho. And the crowd goes wild for the senior as well. This senior heavy squad from Lavernia. Head fake and a foul down low will go against DeLeon. The long arms of him got Jalen James on the arm, and he'll shoot two with 2:25 left. Other games going on tonight. Santa Rosa and Bishop as well as a bunch of others We've already tried to get the rights from other games as well. San Antonio Harlan also hosting or playing against La Jolla. Edinburgh North squaring off against Laredo United. Diamondbacks in a battle of top 10 state-ranked teams in 1A against San Pedrita. Second free throw is in. Another good one there. Yes, like I said, Dimebacks, and then ours, West Osa Lavernia. 2:25 left. Lavernia. Pendergriff poked away, stays with Lavernia. Coming into the game will be Ryan Bellino. Also coming in, Blake Forrest, the freshman, or the sophomore, check that. Coach Ince just rotating in his players now with 2:20 to go. Get it in over to Ryan Bellino. Full court pressure here from West Oso. Over to the Hayden Thompson, dribbling in traffic. Heads it out to the corner to Camacho. He'll spin a three up. No good. Rebounded by De Leon down low, but traveled. Ball goes back over to West Oso. 58-39 lead. Fix that up real quick. Get it up to A.J. Lopez. He's De Leon chases him down. Terrazas head fakes, drives inside. Terrazas spins it out to Lopez. Double team comes. Lopez dribbles around. Into the paint to Williams. Williams, no good. Too strong, and a foul against Williams will put De Leon at the free throw line on the opposite end. Williams a little too aggressive there. Only a freshman, so he's got 3 more years after this. Let's run this list down. Shadiq Sharifa Jr., A.J. Lopez Jr., Zephaniah Rankin Jr., Joshua Williams, freshman. Jalen James is a senior. Terrazas a junior. Rayshawn Nichols, a junior. Brandon Simmons, a junior as well. Garrell Portlock, also a junior. De Leon's free throw missed, tipped out, and Lavernia will control it. Kyron Sanders, a freshman. Deshaun Simmons as well, a sophomore, and another junior, and Nicholas Soto. Lopez, layup no good. Blake Forrest brings it up for Lavernia. Ball goes out of bounds and it stays with Lavernia. West Oso will empty their bench. Bringing in Simmons, Portlock, Sanders, and Soto. Person that stays in there is Simmons. Lavernia working it around. They'll move on to the third round of the playoffs as West Oso, who played in a tough district, lost to Miller twice, played ranked teams in Aransas past, Port Aransas as well. West Oso just, and that's what you like to do throughout the season, is play competitive teams so you can be competitive. De Leon fires a short jumper. Lavernia leads 60-39, and the countdown begins. A minute left. Kyron Sanders, pass to Simmons, blocked away by De Leon. De Leon gets it to Forrest, and he'll bring it up. 48 seconds left. Lavernia working it around. De Leon working in the post, brings the ball down, stolen by Gerald Portlock. Portlock brings it up, swings it up top to Nicholas Soto, bat the Portlock. He dials an elbow three. That one off the mark, rebounded by Cash Gassas. Gassas up ahead. Rackler throws it out of bounds with 19.45 to go. Coming up, we'll be naming our player of the game in the postgame show and cap off the broadcast. They spin it, stolen, ball still loose, and a tie-up called with 8.96 to go. Possession arrow, how fashionably favors Lavernia. West Oso will finish off a great season and finish 14-9 on the year. Second place win, a bi-district championship, but Lavernia will move on to the third round of the playoffs and secure an area championship, winning 60-39 over West Oso. Coming up, the post-game show, and we'll be naming our player of the game coming up after this.
Josh Moody and Coach Rolly Gonzalez of Josh Moody Loans are former Harlingen Cardinals and would like to wish all the teams good luck in tonight's games.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles, how about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you, Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Back here, Vernia will be moving on over the West Oso Bears. Again, thank you for joining us. Cut it short here. Have some post-game interviews after this game.